How's it going, my comic set? I'm back with another review. Carrie seems to think that you can see something on her shirt, but you can't. And if you see, I got stuff all over my shirt.
Yeah, because you painted.
Yeah.
I have baby snot.
This was a beautiful work shirt until they got us to paint a building because of the paper shortage.
There's a new shirt, too, remember?
Yeah.
But anyway.
But the whole reason you're here today, you're not here to hear us rattle, what is it? Babble. Not here to hear us babble. But before we tell you what we're about to do, each and every week we bring you indie comic reviews. 2 books. I read one. My co-host and wife Carrie here, she reads one too. Then we tell you about it. We tell you what our thoughts are about reading it. And twice a week, we bring you indie comic interviews. Not necessarily interviews from the books we reviewed, but to get some insight of how to make comics, how to run a successful Kickstarter on some, what to do when you're making the first comic, and
a little backstory on the creators
and everything in between.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're into that and you're into non-scripted reviews, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Check us out. Leave a like anyways, and comment down below. You know all the YouTube stuff. Let's get into it. Cthulhu invades Wonderland.
And the Bantam Barbarian.
Ho ho!
Ho ho!
Yes. Look at this. Watch.
So quick.
I am speed. Let's do it. All right. Cthulhu invades Oz. Cthulhu invades Wonderland. Sorry.
It's the second
It is. I know. I should know this.
You should know this.
Cthulhu invades Wonderland. What'd you think about it, Carrie? What's it about?
Well,
is there death and murder and everything I thought there would be?
No.
Oh.
I mean, there's
no.
Yes, no, a little bit.
No.
It's short stories.
Okay.
And if you don't know who created Cthulhu and Alice in Wonderland,
you're living under a rock.
Yeah, H.P. Lovecraft and Lewis Carroll, and they kind of, and it's cool what Travis Gibb did because he brought in a bunch of creators. I was reading a little bit more about it on the Kickstarter website, and I mean, there's so many creators involved in these books.
Really quick before when you was like, if you didn't know who made it, I was thinking in my mind, I was like, all right, just gonna say Travis Gibbs.
Well,
and
I
didn't even
where this came from.
But I didn't even think about H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah.
And all of them.
Cthulhu, H.P. Lovecraft, Alice in Wonderland is Lewis Carroll, so you have to give,
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
It's just.
So the characters depicted in this book came from those books, and just kind of the way it's written, but it's little short stories with a little bit of madness from Alice in Wonderland, and who all got a story in here? Well, each story tells you who wrote it, who the art is, and letters.
Do you have a favorite story?
I kind of like I like the last two. So Spill the Tea is kind of like the Mad Hatter studying the Tea Party, and it's supposed to be about gossiping. It just has like a whimsical. I love that quirkiness, and they're different, right? Each story, just flipping through the book, each story, the art is different than the last. I like that. The second, that's just about the Mad Hatter, and then the second one has, it's still Mad Hatter, but if you go to the second book right here, which kind of has like revenge, with the toads and the king and the queen. It's pretty cool how they flip the script on merging these two worlds. I think he's doing is the Kickstarter already over for this? I think it is. I just briefly went over it. But there's 4 little stories, and like I said, it involves characters from both of those, brilliant novels, and it's cool. It's a cool take. But like I said, it's pretty dope that there's so many creators involved, and we're right for as many creators involved in these books. I think it was just from the little bit I've read out of this one, it was a very well thought out. You know, they weren't overwhelmed. Like, you had a creator, a writer, an artist. You know, like, it was this.
I mean, to put these many people together as he did is just a task in itself.
Exactly. And there's a lot. If you want to know more about it, go check out the Kickstarter. And
I thought there was a trade paperback for this. Or
there's a hardcover.
Yeah.
Which you're going to get everything. And I want to say, I think he said it was like 70 creators or something like that involved. Something like that. I mean, like I said, I read very briefly. I was still reading it. I'm still reading about it. But, yeah. And I mean, and a lot of them as creators involved, we've either interviewed or we've reviewed some of their stuff. Definitely a lot of the companies, you know, Source Point Press.
That was Travis's wife.
Yep.
Heather Gibb.
Wife. Yep, she wrote that. So, and if you notice how the art's different, like...
I do. I like it.
Yeah. Good job, Travis. I mean, this takes
a
lot of planning to do something like this.
So, what you got here...
Well, if you like stuff like this, if you like reading that type of books, I definitely recommend it. I give it a 9 out of 10. It's so different.
Yeah, we definitely got to get the first one.
Yes, I do need to read the first one. So, yeah. And on to Cody, Bantam Barbarian.
Yes.
Kind of hard to say.
A couple words in this story is kind of hard to say. So, Christian, say his last name.
I don't want to say it.
These are the people that made it.
I don't like to butcher people's names.
Right. So, Christian.
Which we know Christian.
We do.
There's a pencil and...
Right. So, in the very beginning, gives you a quick little paragraph of the breakdown. It tells you about the little dwarf and his pony. Which this book was kind of fun. I can't wait. We got number 2 and 3 over there. We're going to review all 3. But he runs into a damsel in distress.
Damsel in distress.
Yes. Okay? So he has a sword made from hellspawn, is what it says. And he is a noble little knight dwarf. And they make fun of his little size and everything else. But the woman right here, the bad guys, come there to steal her, to kidnap her, to take her to the pleasure shack.
The pleasure shack?
Well, it's not the pleasure palace. That's what it is. And they're making jokes, and some of the jokes are like right up my alley. Like, I laughed. Hold on, I'm gonna let you see this, and you'll see what I'm saying. It's all right. The dudes, the little dwarf tells the dudes, I'm gonna sell you as an ass slave. Can't find. Yeah, it's really funny, weird, very different art. This is my very first ever Barbarian comic. Ever. Like, I didn't even read Conan or nothing like that. But check it out. The book definitely does not take itself too serious. It knows what it is. But the barbarian gets knocked out and gets taken to the can't even speak. Taken to the
pleasure palace.
Thank you. And the guy at the pleasure
palace.
Thank you.
There's a lot of tongue twisters.
Yes. Collects dolls. A little fat guy that collects dolls. So he sees the little dwarf, and he's like, I want to keep him. And I could have sworn this is from a cartoon. That
I'm going to love him and squeeze him and hold him and keep him.
Yeah.
Isn't it like a song or something?
No.
Yes.
See if y'all can tell me down in the comments where that's from. And I'll tell you when the video's over.
Sounds like Danny DeVito.
He does. It does. I like the book. The book was funny as hell. I can't wait to read number 2. But our big bad, I can't say his name. It's him. And another thing that got me is he has a blind executioner. He's like, this is going to hurt a little bit. And by the way, I should tell you, my executioner is about to take your head off. Is blind. Right. So, right up my alley. Love the art. And just the quirky little, I guess you could say kind of immature jokes. I love it.
What is him?
I'm gonna give it a 9.5.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't wait to read number 2. Like, as soon as this video is over, I'm gonna read number 2. So.
Yep.
Hold on, let me see.
Oh yeah, it. the art, like what they look like, it just definitely has like that 80s like. Oh yeah.
See? Slaves. It does. Like if I wish I had read like Conan or stuff like that so I could compare it to it, but I have nothing to compare it to. Check it out. Or I guess you could say it's like a riff on He-Man.
There you go. He-Man.
You got Castle Grayskull up there. You got Castle Grayskull up there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I don't know the characters of He-Man, but if you do, tell me in the comments. So we got a 10. No, wait.
A
9. A 9.5. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share.
Yep.
Tell everybody about us. We're doing a Q&A, so tell us something that you want to know about us down in the comments, because it's not going too hot so far.
No. I guess you guys don't care.
All right.
Know about us,
no.
But
we're just going to do a 10-minute video and just stare at y'all and not say nothing.
Yeah.
So.
That's,
Yeah, that's it. When you ain't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. So we gotta figure something better out to say. And let us know down in the comments some catchphrases to say at the end of how to end the video of things you want us to say. Yeah.
Hi.
You love us?
How are you?
You don't like us?
You're beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bye.
What? You mean you haven't subscribed to Comicchatauthority? Oh, come on. Subscribe already. What are you waiting for? It's no big deal. Like, man, don't forget to tell him to hit that like button. Yeah, that too. Just subscribe.